today. So these catch cans are for Briggs & Stratton 206. I'm also going to try to adapt them to the Ghost Predator engine, but these catch the fuel, or you could use it for the valve cover vent line as well. So some of the rules and regulations require you to have a catch can. So this is the single catch can here, comes straight back. They also, this is from Timberlake. They also have a 90 degree that mounts to the back of the engine with a 90 degree. I did the buy-in because I wanted the dual catch can. I'm working with Podium, and we are a new GFC chassis dealer out of Rockland, California. We're building 5 team carts right now. And I didn't like the options that were out there for catch cans. And then I came across these from, again, Timberlake. So, so far, I'm pretty happy with the dealings with them. Very professional, very prompt. My orders showed up very quickly once I got the payments sent over, so that was cool. But yeah, these are the dual catch cans again for the Briggs 206. And again, I'm going to try to adapt it over to the Ghost Predator engine as well. So your fuel line will go into this hole here. Your vent line from the valve cover will go into this hole here. And what I like about this unit is it's separated. And yeah, I'm just starting to dive into the Briggs stuff. I've done a lot of videos on the Briggs or the Predator, but that's more of a part standpoint, you know, clutches, exhausts, all that stuff. But now that we're running a team here in Northern California, again with Podium, and I wanted a nice, clean catch can system. I also thought it was important, and some people say it doesn't matter, but to me, I felt like the pulse from the valve cover could affect the carburetor, because the carburetor drains into here. This tube eventually goes up to the float bowl, and I'll have an installation video and everything on that as well later in the week. But to me, if there's a pulse going on from the engine and somehow it's tied into the same canister as the vent drain line that many associations require to have a catch can like this, to me, that pulse could affect the needle valve and the overall pressure of the carburetor. And the way the Briggs carburetor works is you want it to be at atmospheric pressure. So again, Timberlake had these products. I did the buy-in so I could supply these locally to NorCal carters. And yeah, so that's the first one I came up with. And they also have, if you already have a catch system, they have the crankcase tube with a 90 degree and the grommet. So that's a nice little kit, again, for the do-it-yourselfers that just want a cleaner setup. I mean, that's what I'm looking for. I just want a clean setup. So we have the crankcase vent kit. This would go in the valve cover, and then this part would go into the larger hole here. Again, I'm going to do some installation videos. Nicholas, thanks for tuning in. If for everyone else that's watching, give me a thumbs up or a quick shout out so I can shout out your channel. And then the other thing that they had that I really enjoyed, it's not going to show very well in this picture, but you know, I'll just open it. How about I do that? Let's just open this bad boy up. This is going to be good. So these are for the fuel lines, right? So this will be the snaps over the chassis, and then you run your fuel line through these little clamps to clean everything up. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I'm definitely going to get more of those on order once I get these builds going and determine how many I'm going to need. So more of those will be coming on the way. Again, these are now in stock on my store, so you can find it. They have black, orange. I also ordered some clear. I'm a little bit on the fence about how clean these are going to stay, but brand new, those look pretty cool, right? Just go like this. Clear. And they have yellow. So, yeah. Cool products. I'm going to have these on the website a little bit later today. There's also this kart pedal pad. I've not used these. I thought it was cool. It spreads the load out on the pedal instead of having your foot, the ball of your foot right on a round little bar. You know, there's a whole pad here. So I can see where this would be pretty beneficial for a heavy braking type kart, something with some sticky tires, maybe some front brakes, and you really want to apply the pressure. So it spreads the load out here. So I thought those were pretty cool. Again, I'll have some more videos on that a little bit later. And what else do we have? Fuel pump risers. So again, Briggs 206, this is to mount your fuel pump and takes it up off the engine a little bit. It allows the pump to stay a little cooler than transferring all that heat from the engine block through the plate into the fuel pump. So, I mean, cool fuel has to be better than hot fuel, right? Has to be. And that's some of the products we have. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. Hold on for a second here. Let's spread those out. Let's do some displays here. There we go. Move those out of the way. Move those out of the way. Briggs & Stratton air hood. Not air hood, rain hood. So the Briggs & Stratton rain hood. I've not installed this before, so let's see if there's actually a picture so you can see what it looks like. But the air filter, the OEM air filter is going to go through here, and then this is going to be captive over the air filter. So we'll see how that's going to work. Again, all this stuff looks like it's going to be, it's just, let's make it look clean. Aesthetically, I don't think the Briggs is the most sexy engine out there. But I think with some of these little trinkets, it's going to clean things up quite a bit and not look so hillbilly or hokey. So that's one of the things, you know, I talked to a few people about their catch cans, and, you know, somebody says, oh, we just use a soda bottle. I don't know, zip ties in a soda bottle. You know, some people are spending thousands of dollars on these carts to go race, and, you know, you have a 5-cent recycle bottle hanging off the back. It just, I don't know, it looks trashy. So, yeah, $30 cleans everything up, makes it nice and proper. And again, everything here will be online later today. Thanks for tuning in. And give me a shout out, give me a thumbs up. As always, I like the conversation, so chime in, leave your comments, and we'll be back soon.